What's up, Deuterinos? Brando back here once again. It's been a while. Not for those of you who have just watched all the way through, but for me it has. And for that I apologize. There's really no excuse, is there? Well, I mean, there was for a while. I had a kid, and I stopped making content even for the podcast for a while. You know, I took a break. I took a little bit of me time. But the issue is that sometimes it's difficult to come back and just record or stream gameplay for me. It's difficult. We have to make time. We have to make it happen, right? Well, that's what we are doing here today. I'm hoping to get some more stuff. I want to finish this game, and I want to finish this trilogy. So we are going to finish this, by God, all the way through. And I had to actually go back and find out where I was. I had a good idea of where it was, but I had to make sure. That's why I'm at the journal here. We can see what we need to do, who we need to talk to, and where we're going to go from there. I know that we are on Ilium, and I know that we just recruited Samara. So we have some other stuff here to do. I think there was a side thing for Leora that I never finished, and I want to say I have Miranda. I'm going to look into it and see what we got to do. But thank you guys for being patient. Thank you guys for watching all of these, and hopefully you find some entertainment. But I gotta say, I'm really excited to get back to this, to get back into the world of Mass Effect. Because what happens with me, and this happens a lot, especially when I'm playing an older game. You know, like if this was brand new, I would be stuck with this and be hammering through it until I got done with it. However, this is a replay. This is like going back and talking about the story, a deep dive. I do those on my podcast. In fact, I do plan on doing a Mass Effect series deep dive at some point. But this is kind of like commentary on the go, commentary as I go. And new games come out, and then I'm stuck on playing. Like I played FF7 remake, and all those parts are up on YouTube, as well. But things, I get distracted with newer stuff coming out, and I lose track of older stuff. So, Lair the Shadow Broker, I'm saving that. I'm not doing that right now. We could go do it, but I'm not doing it. New, stop the collectors. I'm not doing that either. I don't want to stop them. Garrus got to go do his loyalty. Grunt, his loyalty. Morden, his loyalty. Now, granted, Morden and Grunt are on the same planet. We'll do those together. Jack is separate. Miranda is here, so that's what we're going to do. Return to Ilium and see what happens as a result of informing Mr. Thax about stolen goods. So I got to talk to somebody. Not doing that. I never delivered the art. I'll be going back to Omega at some point. I think there's a loyalty mission there. I think. Could be wrong. I know I'm going back to Omega at some point. I have not been back to the Citadel, but I will be. Forgot to buy that. Overlord. Overlord. I'm really looking forward to Overlord. That's one of my favorite DLCs. Anyway. 2 Cryoblast. I don't really use Cryoblast that much, so we're rocking that Paragon with just enough Renegade to keep the scars going. I don't like to repair the scars. I'm rocking my suit. Open. Thank you. Okay.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I would. No. No. You changed my life. From Jared. Greetings, Commander Shepard. Layar Tassoni gave me your contact information. I was one of the cleaning crew and Denti just... this guy. He was one of the guys that we saved. You helped me get out of there. According to Tassoni, you also found Thane. He took down some Eclipse mercs trying to gun us down. I wondered if you could pass along my thanks. The way he moved was one was dead before they even knew he was there. He snapped another's neck and then shot a third, all in the space of a few heartbeats. It was incredible. He moved like a dancer. Grace and power and constant motion. Seeing him changed my life. It woke up something in me. I don't fully understand yet. I don't know if what I'm doing I don't know what I'm going to do, but Solarian lives are too short to waste as custodians. Especially when there's so much else out there. I'm going to find something that lets me capture what I saw in him. That beauty, aesthetic, perfection. I'm also going to buy some nice clothes. So if you could tell him that. Or just whatever parts of that you think appropriate. I'd appreciate it. Sincerely, Jert. Awesome. Well, you know what? I need to mark that as red. We're helping people out here. Alright. Hanging out way over here. Into orbit. Land. Land, I say. Got half nervous that the game froze on me. Who should I take with me to help Miranda? I don't take Grunt a lot. Let's take Grunt. Obviously, I don't take Grunt a lot. He's got 7 points to put in. So. Okay, so pure blood, health, weapon damage. Oh, it's health, regeneration, and weapon damage I guess well. So we have 55 points per second, or 15% weapon damage, or 25% weapon damage, and 40 points per second. That's 15 points per second. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I'm rocking the locusts. Because that's right, I am a a sentinel. It's been a minute. I gotta get back into the mind of thing. And also, I don't have my secondary specialization weapon yet. You can get that a little bit later on, which will help out. Grunt, he's rocking the Maddock and the Scimitar and Tempest Convex. All right.
Excuse me, my sources indicate you were in a warehouse recently. Did you by any chance forward a questionable shipping note to a Mr. Thax?
I did.
It looked suspicious, so I passed it on.
I'm a representative for Mr. Thax. He's very grateful to you. Please accept this as a gift for bringing the shipping irregularities to his attention.
This guy is very polite for a Krogan.
Do you want help finding the person who cheated Thax?
Thank you, but that won't be necessary. Mr. Thax will be making a series of polite calls. Hopefully a confrontation will not be required.
What happens to the shipping agent who was cheating Thax?
That depends on how sincere her apology is, and how willing she is to correct her mistake.
It was my pleasure.
Have a pleasant day.
I have a message for Miss Lawson. Lantea has reserved a room at Eternity and will be waiting.
Thank you, Edie.
Right on. Ah, I hit the button. I'm like trying to remember how to run. It's A. Again, it has been multiple months since I played the game. It's terrible.
It's not.
This has been really terrible. I think the last entry I did was around New Year's.
No, you don't understand. I lost it somewhere near the transport terminal. Pardon me, I'm on a call.
Because nothing should stop you.
You'll find something for her in a
How can
minute.
you short sell on prefabs after these human colony attacks? They're going to see a ton of business.
Okay, so that's something I haven't finished. Stop clicking that stick. Come on, Brando.
I'm looking for the best tech upgrades you have.
course. I can help you with the consult and figure out what options work for you.
Data point. How many of these are there?
Shepard, did you get any information on the observer?
All 5 of the suspects are male. The observer is female. Something's not right. Who gave you this lead?
My assistant, Nick Saris. She got the information. Nick Saris gave me the information. Nick Saris, could I see you in here for a moment? Shepard, I'll talk to you later.
That's all I had to do.
I need minimal heat increase.
To be fair,
Tired of training employees.
I played the game enough to remember who did it.
Perhaps a denture tech can help. Awaiting.
But you know how it goes.
For any technical area, contact denture tech today. You've been
All right.
assigned to your employees.
Ah! Stop it.
We'll figure something out. It's okay, I'll think of something.
You said Synthetic Insights would buy me. You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello, can I help you with something?
Have you made this Quarian your slave?
We prefer the term indentured servants. Before you do anything hasty, know that this
Same
Quarian
thing.
signed the agreement voluntarily, and her servitude contract is completely legal on Ilium. If you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
What if I bought her myself? I could let her go and everyone would be happy.
A gallant offer with 3 problems. First, her technical skill merits a contract of several 100,000 credits.
There's also a fee for freeing me before my service period ends.
Exactly. And finally, you are clearly a traveler. Her service contract requires that she remain on Ilium.
I don't want them to take me off to a mine somewhere.
Why did this Quarian sign herself into slavery?
I tried to play the stock market. I'm good with numbers, and I thought I had a way to make unlimited money. I lost everything. Then I got a credit line and lost that. Then I took out an illegal loan. You get the picture.
As part of our agreement, I paid off her debts. 5 years from now, she'll have a fresh start and excellent work references.
Sounds great. Unless you lose her paperwork or come up with a reason to hold her longer.
All contracts are monitored by Ilium law enforcement. In a case such as you described, the burden of proof would be on me. No system is perfect, but safeguards are set up to protect all parties.
So slavery is legal on Ilium?
Indentured servitude lasts a set amount of time or until agreed upon conditions are met. Ilium must approve all contracts. The law limits what restraint or corrective options I can use and what tasks I can legally assign her. I'm also legally responsible for her behavior and health. Abuse is absolutely forbidden.
If slavery is legal, then why are you trying to sell the Quarian?
I don't keep service contracts myself. I'm a contract broker. I assumed Synthetic Insights would jump at the chance for a skilled AI tech, but they won't even make me an offer.
Why not just keep her? You said she had technical skills.
Quarian's strict health requirements and diets make them expensive to house and feed. I run at a minor profit at best. I don't have the money for constant suit repairs and clean room facilities.
So, what happens if Synthetic Insights won't take me?
A solution always presents itself. I will take care of you.
I'll talk to the Synthetic Insights rep and see what I can do.
Really? Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Okay, before we continue, I'm gonna try and lower the music volume. That doesn't seem to do anything. Where are they at?
If you're hurting for things
All
to
over here, of course, within
after work, we could
social distancing.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah. How would you like to buy a
How'd you like to get your hands on an expert Quarian AI program?
If you'd like to submit a resume, Wait. Is this that slave?
Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
You're prejudiced. Ah, but this would be good for you.
It sounds like Synthetic Insights is worried about its reputation. Hiring this Quarian would help.
Buying a slave helps our reputation. How exactly do you figure?
Purchase the contract, minus the fee for early emancipation, then free the Quarian and garnish wages for reimbursement.
Interesting. We look good for hiring a Quarian, and we can say that we freed slaves out of the goodness of our hearts. All right, I'll run up a contract. The board might wet its pants, but we could use the good publicity. This Quarian had better be good, though.
Synthetic Insights just sent over the contract. I cannot thank you enough.
I'm happy to help.
Here, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get this service contract transferred.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different. So it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I'm telling you, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
So then I had to explain about cross-species fluid contact. Completely killed the mood.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian. How could he be so insensitive?
Oh, bro.
Ms. Lawson, I'm glad you've made it. We've had a complication.
What happened? Is Ariana alright?
She's fine, but you listed a man named Niket as your trusted source. He contacted me, warning that your father has sent Eclipse mercenaries to make a sweep. He suggested that the Mercs might be watching for you personally. He's offered to escort Oriana's family to the terminal instead.
Who, in fact, is Niket?
He didn't mention anything about Niket.
He's a friend. He and I go back a long way.
Do you want to bring in
Do
any
you?
of your other Ilium contacts, Ms. Lawson?
No, you and Niket are the only two I trust on this.
What information do you have about the mercenaries?
I've confirmed that they're Eclipse, and that they're working for an organization Ms. Lawson warned us about. I could try to alert the authorities, but so far they've done nothing illegal.
You made the right decision. We'll handle this ourselves.
It's your sister, Miranda. What do you want to do?
Lantea, we'll follow Niket's suggestion. Shepard and I will take the car and draw their attention. Have Niket escort the family to the shuttle. Give him full access to the family's itinerary, just to be safe.
Understood, Ms. Lawson.
So the plan is for us to get shot down by Eclipse while your sister gets to safety?
Eclipse will be under orders to take my sister alive. They won't risk anything that could kill us.
I doubt Eclipse will send all their people just to stop you. You want to give Niket any backup?
Niket can take care of himself. Besides, any armed backup just draws attention to him.
I'm ready whenever you are, Miranda.
Thank you, Shepard. I appreciate this. I hadn't planned on Eclipse, but they never planned on you.
And we brought a Krogan. So that's always good. Don't bring a Krogan to a gunfight. Oh, yeah. No. That'd be funny if we just walked around with grunt. All right, go back to the ship. Send Garrus. All right.
Damn it! Eclipse mercenary gunships. They'll be dropping troops in the cargo areas.
Put us down in that cover behind them.
Let's hope they really do want to take us alive.
Hold fire! I said hold fire, damn it! I got this.
Since you're not firing yet, I trust you know who I am.
Yeah, they said you'd be in the car. You're the bitch that kidnapped our boss's little girl.
Kidnapped? This doesn't involve you. I suggest you take your men and go.
Think you've got it all lined up, huh? Captain Inyala's already moving in on the kid. She knows about Niket. He won't be helping you.
What do you mean Niket won't be helping us?
Nothing you need to worry about. Nobody's gonna get killed unless you do something stupid. You walk away now, the girl goes back to her father, and everybody's happy.
Everybody but my sister. And me.
Should we be talking to Captain Inyala about this?
You don't want to talk to the captain. She's not as polite as I am. She's the best commando I've ever seen. I've seen her tear people in half with her biotics. And she's getting paid a lot to stop you.
She gets in my way, she'll never have a chance to spend it.
Wait, Miranda, you said she was your twin sister.
That what she told you? No, this crazy bitch kidnapped our boss's baby daughter. He's been looking for her for more than a decade.
It's complicated, Shepard. We share the same DNA, just not the same birthday.
You took a baby from the richest guy in the galaxy, lady. I don't know what your damage is, but you're not getting away with it.
You're not getting Miranda's sister. If you push this, it'll go badly for you.
Captain Inyala ordered us to give you one chance to walk away. This whole time we've been talking, my men have been lining up shots. When I say the word, we unleash hell on your squad. So I suggest you walk away nicely, unless you want things
Oh, I love it.
Active hostiles eclipse!
Alright, what we got? We got tech armor there. Warp ammo. For sure.
Take him down! We've got casualties! Got next!
I'll put them down!
Hey, how's it going? Shooting a rocket right into the wall?
We need to get to Niket.
Oh. Go. I know it's been a minute since I played the game. I keep hitting the stick to run, and that's not the run button anymore. Never was. For Mass Effect.
You read. Team 4.
Hang on, I've got one of their radios. I'll patch us in, see if I can get an idea of what we're up against.
Some of these camera angles they choose for
I
her.
owe you an explanation. Oriana is my twin, genetically. But my father grew her when I was a teenager. She was meant to replace me. I couldn't let my father do to her what he did to me. So I rescued her. She's almost a woman now.
Why didn't you tell me that we were saving a kid?
She's not a child. She'll be 19 this year. But, well, it didn't seem relevant at the time, I suppose. There are people who'd use her against me. I'm very protective when it comes to Oriana. I'm sorry I didn't trust you sooner. You deserved to know.
I can understand choosing to go your own way, but you stole a young child from her father.
If you knew my father, you would understand. I wasn't the first one he made. I was only the first one he kept. I was brought up with no friends, pushed to meet impossible demands. I wasn't a daughter to him. I don't know what I was. Oriana has had a normal life. I made the right decision.
It is kind of interesting that I chose to bring Grunt for this because in a way, Grunt was also created by his father, Okir, to be perfect. So it's they have some kind of similarity going on with her.
If Eclipse knows where Oriana is, they'll be moving in on her soon. We need to hurry.
Agreed. I'm a bit worried by what the Merc said. If they've got to Niket somehow, this is going to be harder than I'd planned. According to the specs I reviewed, we'll need to cut through the cargo processing yard to get to Oriana.
I hope your friend can be trusted.
Absolutely. Niket is one of my oldest friends. I guess you could say he was my only real friend. He's the only person I didn't cut ties with when I left my father.
Is there a chance your father could be using Niket to get to you?
I'm sure he's tried, but Niket's one of the few people who understands what my father is really like. I trusted him with my life when I ran from my father, Shepard. He won't betray me now.
Can you tell me anything about the cargo processing yard?
We'll be moving through conveyor systems. There'll be a lot of movement. Finding targets won't be easy. We'll need to stay sharp. And these cargo transports carry hazardous materials. So watch what you shoot at.
Let's go find Niket and Oriana.
Right.
They're on the far side of the conveyor line. Time your shots.
Need some cover on my screen. We've got casualties!
Impact shock!
We need a medic! Incineration ray!
Beat the crap!
Gosh dang it.
This is Ayala. Keep the bitch back. The cat is nearing the transport terminal.
This looks interesting.
Truly does.
Ahead.
Rerouting power. Ready. Impact event. Rerouting power.
On the ground, now!
Systems. Collision proximity warning.
I don't care how many mechs you cruise. Just stall them, damn it.
Hello. Cover, thank you.
Moving to cover!
On our left!
Darn.
Down!
Go.
Overloading their systems.
Use this.
Hey. Good old metagel capacity. Ah, darn it.
Time to fight! Impact shot!
Excuse me.
Take cover!
Impact shot!
Son of a bitch!
About that one.
All fire on the unshielded hostiles! We've got catch!
Combat drone, watch out. Combat drone, watch out. Now let's finish you off. One left. We can cut down through the cargo line.
Impact shot!
One of these days, I'll quit clicking that button to run. It's A. Ah. Okay, another hack. Just thought I was gonna scan it.
Eclipse operatives have attempted to delay you by disabling the elevators. I am overriding their lockdown.
Enemies!
Under heavy fire!
Road!
Weakening their
Fire! We need a medic!
Combat drones! Impact shot!
Deploying Warfield! Enemy down!
Niket has reached the terminal. He'll switch the family over to our transport.
Niket. But that can't be right. Maybe the captain knows we're listening in and she's feeding misinformation about Niket making a switch. Or maybe it means something else. Niket wouldn't do that. Damn it, why won't this thing go any faster?
Did Niket know that you took Oriana from your father?
No, he just found out about that recently. It was too personal to involve someone else. I never really thought about it, but maybe... No, he'd have to understand why I did it. He knows what I went through.
What makes you so sure that Niket wouldn't turn on you?
He could have turned on me when I ran away. I'm sure my father tried to buy him off. If he didn't do it then, why would he do it now?
The message on the radio seemed pretty clear.
He wouldn't betray me. We'll be at the transport shuttle in a moment and we'll clear this up.
Listen to me. I've got authorization to change their booking.
I'm sorry, sir. We're under security lockdown. Until the situation in the cargo terminal is resolved, no passengers can be rebooked.
This isn't worth my time, Niket. I get paid regardless of how the girl gets there.
No, I was told that I could handle this my way. We're not traumatizing the family any more than we...
Well, well, well.
Miri.
This should be fun.
Hey!
Niket, you sold me out.
How do you want to handle this, Miranda?
Why, Niket? You were my friend. You helped me get away from my father.
Yes, because you wanted to leave. That was your choice. But if I'd known that you'd stolen a baby...
I didn't steal her. I rescued her.
From a life of wealth and happiness, you weren't saving her. You were getting back at your father.
I knew Eclipse was willing to get their hands dirty. But kidnapping a kid?
I'm not stealing her. I'm rescuing her. Come on, Niket. Let's finish this bitch off and get out of here.
Take your best shot.
I was just waiting for you to finish getting dressed. Or does Cerberus really let you whore around in that outfit?
Yikes.
How did Miranda's father turn you?
They told me you kidnapped your baby sister all those years ago. They said I could help get her back peacefully. No trauma to the family. I told them you'd never do that. They could go to hell. Then you finally told me what you'd done. I called them back that night.
Why didn't you call me, Niket? We've been through a lot. You could have at least let me explain.
I deserve to know that you'd stolen your sister, Miri. I deserve to know you were with Cerberus. But I had to hear it from your father first.
Whether or not you agree with Miranda, Oriana has been with her family for years now.
Her father can still give her a better life.
You don't know what my father wants for her.
I know that I've been poor, Miri. I didn't much care for it.
He wants to take a girl away from the only family she's ever known. Doesn't that tell you what he really is?
If you're working for Miranda's father, that means he knows about Oriana. We need to find a new solution.
Miranda's father has no information about Oriana. I knew you had spy programs in your father's system, Miri, so I kept it private. I'm the only one who knows.
Which means that you're the only loose end. This isn't how I wanted it to end, Niket.
Miranda, wait. You don't want to do this.
This has to end here, Shepard. My father will keep trying to find Oriana.
Maybe Niket can help. Talk to your father. Just say you got here first.
I'll tell him that you hid her. That I don't know where she is.
I never want to see you again, Niket.
Done. Now, if you don't mind, I have a shipment to deliver.
You'll die for that, bitch! We're compromised!
Taking fire!
Little pieces of crap!
Grab cover! Let's try this fire!
I'll put them down!
How do you like that,
Feel that, bitch?
Yeah, right on your ass!
I'll kill any runners myself!
Yeah! I'll put them down!
There could be more Eclipse mercs near the shuttle. I want to make sure Oriana and her family get on safely.
We will, we will. We're taking a look around first. I actually meant to press it that time. Big words. Exit. Alright. Lock it.
I can't believe Nickette sold me out. I didn't even see it coming.
Even with all your upgrades, you're human, just like the rest of us.
But I let it get personal and I screwed up. Why didn't you let me kill him? I could have handled that. But watching him get gunned down by that Asari bitch.
You still cared for him, even if he betrayed you.
You're right. And my father knew it. He used that against me. It's always been like this. My father gave me anything I ever wanted. But there was always a hook, an angle for his long-term plan. I threw away everything he ever gave me when I ran. Except Nickette. Weakness on my part?
You can't toss aside everything you care about just to be safe.
It's okay, Shepard. My father hurt me, but he didn't break me. As much as he tried to turn me into exactly what he wanted, I'm my own person.
Any other old friends your father might use against you?
No, I cut ties with everyone else. Anyone I'm close to now works for Cerberus. Or you. My father's powerful, but he won't cross the elusive man.
You still have Orion.
My father didn't give her to me. I rescued her, but yes, you're right. I still have something. Thank you. No sign of Eclipse. It looks like we're clear. There she is. She's safe. With her family. Come on, we should go.
Don't you even want to say hello?
It's not about what I want, it's about what's right for her. The less she knows about me, the better. She's got a family. A life. I'll just complicate that for her.
She doesn't need any details. But would it really be so bad for her to know she has a sister who loves her?
I guess not.
Go on. We'll wait here.
Well, there we are. We have achieved Miranda's loyalty, if you will.
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Alright, so it said go back to Liara. We will not be doing Shadow Broker today. I want to do that as its own standalone thing.
As the colony on Horizon has been attacked, the Council has suggested that the attacks are a tragic coincidence.
Do you have anything flashier? I want something that says,
I own this room. I own you.
Shepard, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, sure.
Nyxeris had some interesting data hidden away. Thank you, Shepard. I wouldn't have caught her without you. I'm one step closer to the Shadow Broker thanks to you. Here. Nyxeris was very well compensated. You need it more than I do.
Did you have any trouble with Nyxeris?
She was very talented. I imagine that had she been ordered to assassinate me, I had never seen her coming. But her barriers needed practice. Practice I'm afraid she won't be getting.
What's the next step in your hunt?
Now I gather information, peel away layers of lies, and shine light into the shadows. And when I find the Shadow Broker, I hit him with a biotic field so strong that what's left of his body will fit into a coffee cup.
That anger can't be just from what you've told me. What else happened between you and the Shadow Broker?
Did Cerberus ever tell you how they recovered your body? I gave it to them. I gave you to them, Shepard. Because they said they could rebuild you. And to do that, I had to take it from the Shadow Broker, who was going to sell your corpse to the collectors.
Why didn't you tell me about this before now?
Because I screwed it up, Shepard. I barely escaped with my own life. And when I gave you to Cerberus, I told myself I was doing it for you. For a chance to bring you back. But I knew Cerberus would use you for their own business. And I let it happen. Because I couldn't let you go. I'm sorry.
I'm not. No.
All this time, it wasn't your sources.
Oh.
You knowingly gave me to Cerberus. You did this to me.
Whoa.
And if I hadn't, you would have been dead. It was them, or the collectors. I made the best choice I could, I'm sorry. And now you know. And you know why I have to destroy the Shadow Broker. For you. And for me.
That's not the one I meant to pick. I meant... no. Wow.
Is there anything else you need from me?
No. You've done enough. If I find anything useful, I'll let you know. For now, I need to do what I do. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
Does living at a higher altitude make you more intelligent? Our report
Hey.
new data commissioned by the Architectural Union.
All right, so we are done on Ilium until we come back for the Shadow Broker. We came here, we got Thane, we got...
Run away,
No, you don't understand.
Samara. Here.
Pardon me, I'm dealing with damn Ilium travel bureaucracy.
Were you trying to get them to help you find this locket?
Oh, Stephen, thank you. Thank you so much. My daughter was young when he died. This is the only memento she has of him. Please accept this. It's much less than I would have had to pay the bureaucrats to authorize a search.
The stars, your skin looks amazing. You're not using biotics to touch things up, are you? Actually, I just tried Exeter. New Exeter moisturizing cleanser. Helped everyone get on stage.
All right, we can board and get the heck out of here. Return to Normandy.
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
Oh gosh darn it. I need some platinum. I'm short on pretty much everything. Other than element 0. Alright. I'll have to get some more. Head out and do that off camera. I'm not doing that on camera. Anyway. We need to talk to some people here. And not the elusive man. Because I know what he wants. We have reached the point in the story where I'm pretty sure we need to go get the IFF. And if we go get the IFF, that locks us in, and we end up, something happens that we'll see, and we have a limited time to go and do another thing. So we are going to be avoiding the elusive man for the time period. We'll talk to Samara.
I am glad I joined your team. It has been too long since I traveled with companions. When the time comes, I will do whatever is necessary.
You're an important part of this crew, Samara.
It is my honor. Also, there is a matter I need to discuss. When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Where is she?
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardat Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Let's go get her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
It can't be easy to talk about.
My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me.
Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask, and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Cry me a river. No.
It sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
So I said we were going back to Omega. And so we shall.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I've got something. I may need your help. You remember Sidonis, the one who betrayed my team?
Yeah.
I found a lead on him.
Where is he?
There's a specialist on the Citadel, name's Fade. He's an expert at helping people disappear. Sidonis was seen with him.
What are you planning to do when you find him?
You humans have a saying, an eye for an eye, a life for a life. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
You sure that's how you want to play it?
I'm sure. I don't need you to agree with me, but I'd like your help.
What happened? How did Sidonis betray your team?
He tipped off the mercs, told them where our base was. He drew me out with a false job, then let the mercs hit my team. My men weren't prepared. They tried to hold them off. By the time I got back, there were only 2 survivors. They didn't last long. All 10 of them dead. Because of him.
Where do we find Fade?
I've arranged a meeting. We'll meet him in a warehouse near the Neon Markets down on Zakera Ward. Thanks, Shepard. I appreciate you taking the time to help me.
We're going back to the Citadel. But we're going to wait because there's another mission that's going to take us back to the Citadel as well. We'll hit those together. We'll talk to Miranda, see what's up with her since...
Thanks again, Shepard. Taking the time to help me with my sister. I couldn't have reached Oriana in time without your help. I'm glad Niket tried to redeem himself, for what good it did. Thank you for stopping me, Commander.
Sounds like you had a soft spot for Niket after all.
I didn't have many friends. Niket was one of them. He never wanted anything from me. He was safe, comfortable. A reminder of a more innocent time, I suppose.
Are you happy about your sister's relocation?
She has what I wanted her to have. A normal life, and the freedom to choose her own path. And she knows she has an older sister. A friend.
You never told me what you talked about.
I introduced myself. Her family was shocked. She adjusted quickly, of course. She's as smart as I am. She plays the violin, loves the Adagio movement of Nielsen's Fifth, just like I do. She wants to work in colony development. Told a joke about it. She's really funny, something we don't share.
Are you going to talk to her again?
I honestly don't know. For once, I haven't planned that far ahead. I'll deal with it after our mission. I have to stay focused, and she needs time to adjust to her new home.
It's funny, I think of you as all business. Good to see that there's a person under there.
The mission's too important to let personal feelings interfere. But thank you, Commander. My sister is safe again thanks in large part to you. I won't forget that.
Thane doing?
Do you need something?
How are you?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who'd train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
What about Blasto?
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes. When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
They sound like wimps.
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve. Few do. We owe our existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
I really love how they go about, like, you know, putting different members of different races on your ship, and then going on about teaching you little things about them. Like, you know, like we just talked to Samara, and we found out about the Ardat Yakshi and a little bit about Solarian culture there. And then going into Thane and learning about the Drell, and it just, boom, flash. And how they can go into these vivid memories. And also some history about, like...
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room.
No, I am not. I have work to do.
Change of plans, Commander. Urgent message coming in from the elusive man. Patching him in through the comm room.
But I don't want to. I have loyalty to achieve, elusive man.
Patching the elusive man through, Commander.
Shepard, we caught a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel. I need you to board that ship and get some hard data on the collectors. Find us a way to get to their homeworld.
Hard to imagine how a Turian patrol could take out a collector ship.
Reports indicate the hull's intact, but all systems seem to be offline. They could be making repairs as we speak. I'm not saying it won't be dangerous, but we can't let an opportunity like this slip by.
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions. In the meantime, we're feeding them false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
I'm close enough, but I'm not gonna be because I'm leaving to go do other things. I'm not doing this.
Are you sure this information is good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with Edie. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
Coordinates punched in. Let's go find us a collector ship.
Okay, so this is the one that I'm thinking about. This is the forced one. This is the forced one where we go through and find out more about the collectors. And then the next one is going to be the one that we have to wait to do. So, all right then. Coming with me. Heavy warp. You what should I do? We'll do radius. And you already have that, and we'll level you up for your main thing. Shields or weapon damage? Shields, weapon damage. Shields, why not? All right. I got the Locust, Maddock, you got the Tempest. All right.
We have a visual on the collector ship, Commander.
Very low emissions. Passive infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
That thing is massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
It's a trap.
Radar scans do not detect any hull breaches on the side facing us. I detect no Mass Effect field distortions. It appears the drive core is offline.
Rendezvous in 30 seconds, Commander. Good luck.
I love what they've done with the place.
Somewhat resembles an insect hive.
Penetrating scans have detected an access node to uplink with collector databanks. Mark working location to your hardsuit computer.
That's an interesting helmet breather mask for Morden. Alright. Yep. Hitting that button instead of the A button, as usual.
Shepard, I've compared the ship's EM signature to known collector profiles. It is the vessel you encountered on Horizon.
Maybe the defense towers softened it for the Turians.
The missing colonists might be aboard, if they're still alive.
Same containers as on Horizon, only empty.
Horrible. Trapped in these pods, completely at the mercy of the collectors.
Horrible. Despicable.
Why would the collectors just leave a pile of bodies lying around?
Test subjects from control group. Discarded after experiment was over.
They didn't deserve this.
Hardly anyone gets what they deserve, Shepard. That's a collector. Were they experimenting on one of their own?
Edie, I'm uploading the data from this terminal. See if you can figure out what they were up to.
Data received. Analyzing. The collectors were running baseline genetic comparisons between their species and humanity.
Are they looking for similarities?
I have no hypothesis on their motivations. All I have are the preliminary results. They reveal something remarkable. A quad-strand genetic structure identical to traces collected from ancient ruins. Only one race is known to have this structure, the Protheans.
My God. The Protheans didn't vanish. They're just working for the Reapers now.
These are no longer Prothean, Shepard. Their genes show distinct signs of extensive genetic rewrite. The Reapers have repurposed them to suit their needs.
You'd think somebody would have picked up on this.
No one has had an opportunity to study a collector genetic code in this detail. I've already matched 2,000 alleles to recorded fragments. This collector likely descends from a Prothean colony in the Styx Theta cluster. But there are signs of extreme alteration. 3 fewer chromosomes. Reduced heterochromatin structure. Elimination of superfluous junk sequences.
The Reapers didn't wipe out the Protheans. They turned them into monsters and enslaved them. Still, they're working for the Reapers now, and we have to stop them.
No species should have to suffer through that.
Let's find what we need before the collectors come to salvage this vessel. Move out.
Ah, here we go. I can select a secondary weapon training. So, I can select assault rifle, shotgun, or sniper. If you are a soldier class, you already have the assault rifle. You could select a heavy assault rifle. But I mean, we won't be doing that, obviously. But what's really neat is that they planted the seeds here for what's about to come in Mass Effect 3. I mean, of course because they were planning the whole thing. But them repurposing the collectors is an idea that they'll revisit later on. We are definitely going to do assault rifle. And we are going to pick, let's see, I have the collector assault rifle, the Maddock, which I really like with low ammo. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, there's not a lot of ammo for the Maddock. And it's a single shot. You gotta, it's not like a...
Look on the ceiling. More of those strange pods.
Hundreds at least. Wonder how many are full.
Too many.
I detect no signs of life in the pod, Shepard. It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
Anyway, it's a single shot semi-automatic, so I have to pull the trigger each time. But because of that, it's a little bit more accurate. I especially like it in Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 2, it's good. But it helps out, like, with my run-up right here. Or, you know, I have the SMG if I am, you know, using the assault rifle and I run out, so...
I'll take it.
Commander, you gotta hear this. On a hunch, I asked EDI to run an analysis on this ship.
I compared the EM profile against data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact match.
The same ship dogging me for 2 years? Way beyond coincidence.
Something doesn't add up, Commander. Watch your back.
This is unbelievable.
So many pods. Could depopulate all terminus systems. Still wouldn't fill them.
They're going to target Earth.
Not if we stop them.
There, on the platform. Looks like some kind of control panel.
Backup collectors seems odd. Alive or dead. Suggest caution.
EDI, I'm setting up a bridge between you and the collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
That can't be good.
What the hell just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems. Shepard, it was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
We need a little help here, EDI.
I am having trouble maintaining connection. There's someone else in the system. Connection reestablished. I need to finish the download before I can override any systems.
Then you'd better get it done fast, EDI. Look out, we've got company. Look out!
41% complete.
Come on, EDI, speed it up.
Enjoy.
Assuming control of this form. Assuming direct control.
Wish I were standing downwind.
Face your annihilation.
84%.
EDI, get us out of here.
I am simultaneously fighting collective firewalls in over 8,000 nodes. I am tasked to capacity.
Here they come again.
looking for some ammo. As I said, the Maddock hits, man. It punches. And I really like how quickly that it could take, it could take down and there's not much jump. That's one thing that I really dislike about the SMGs.
I've regained control of the platform, Shepard.
The Locust is pretty good without jump, but like the Tempest and other stuff is not as great. Now, however, in Mass Effect 3, there's a couple of SMGs that are really good, namely the Hurricane. But it literally, if you like shoulder aim it, boom, it just climbs. However, if you like hip fire it, really good.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Edie.
I always work at optimal capacity.
I think she blushed.
Did you get what we needed?
I found data that would help us successfully navigate the Omega-4 relay. I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
What are you getting at?
Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is present, but corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the elusive man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Why are you so sure?
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
He betrayed us. Don't jump to
That son of a bitch sent us right into Collector hands.
And here I thought I'd had my betrayal and attempted murder for this year.
Commander, we got
a little bit of
problem.
a camera error there.
The ship is powering up.
You need to get out of there before their weapons come online. I'm not losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates for shuttle extraction.
Come on, let's move.
Now we fight our way out. Wait. Alright. Gotta keep my eye out for some good old ammo. Volume down a tad. I've got a new setup, so volume control is something that I'm still trying to get the hang of.
Around the corner, take the door on your right.
Hostile!
Stop, Shepard. We are Harbinger. I am limitless.
Moving in.
You are bacteria.
You a bacteria. I will say, and I know that I'm talking out of turn about Mass Effect 3, and I want to talk about Mass Effect 3 until we get there. The lack of Harbinger taunting you is something that I missed in Mass Effect 3.
Direct intervention is necessary. You cannot resist.
Forget me. Doesn't matter. To the left.
Come on, not a good spot. Darn it. Oh no.
The dead are useless. You're assuming control. We fight as one. My attacks will tear you apart.
Will they?
Something to help.
Is that illusion? This hurts you.
am I supposed to go? I'm actually hitting that button on purpose now because I genuinely don't know where to go. That way. I went this way. Ah. Well, there we go. Whoa! One of these things.
Deploying incineration vent.
Enemy!
Target. Within view. Problematic.
I want that.
Firing a high impact shot!
Dang! Didn't have time to do nothing. Crap. That's like one of my first game overs in this round. Or in 2. In Mass Effect 1 I had a couple. Wow, what the heck? What's even hurting me? Just like him touching me? Does he have the touch of death? Is he a Tonberry? These things are not that hard to kill.
I am opening a door on the far side of the room.
I'm taking
Just the thing to help.
My attack was ineffective. Concussive shot ready.
Oh, no, wrong button. Try this again.
Enemies inbound. Of course.
No. Darn it! Hit the wrong darn button. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm getting mad now. All right. I know it's been a minute, but this isn't that hard.
Target was immune. Problematic. Get ready for fight.
Oh! And stay down. Firing a high-impact shot. My attack was ineffective.
Ineffective attack. Recommend something else.
There. Finally. I know the fact that I took a long break from this stuff didn't help any, but jeez.
Edie, we've got a problem here.
A temporary setback on Firewall 3217. Rerouting commands through Firewall 7164. I have successfully opened a door on the opposite wall. I will keep it open as long as I can.
Down there. That's where we came in.
Getting close to the end.
Yeah, we are.
This is valuable.
Hostile! And stay down.
I will direct this personally. Ignore the fallen.
Perp!
You're assuming control.
Hey.
If I must tear you apart,
My gosh. Okay. Gosh.
One down.
Dude will not take cover.
Just looking to help.
Experiments will continue, Shepard.
Will they now? Well, my experiments at taking cover are not going very well. You.
Flammable or inflammable. Forget this. Doesn't matter.
Direct intervention is necessary.
And stay down.
This is what you face.
Alright,
My
going around.
attacks will tear you apart.
No! No! No!
It's not difficult. Trouble ahead. Just looking to help. Kill that one.
Got the big boy down there.
line.
Yeah,
Might
yeah.
want to double time it, so we can leave before they blow the Normandy in half.
Again.
I'm going!
Simple enough. Neutralize.
What am I doing? What's going on? What? What is this? Shepard was stuck facing one direction. All right.
Time, Commander. We have to go.
You heard the man. Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
Get the hell out.
Strap in, people. We can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here.
Specify a destination, Mr. Morrow.
Anywhere that's not here.
Engaging Mass Effect core.
Whew. Close one. Man, that sucked. As far as like me not being able to play the game, man.
Call coming in from the Elusive Man, Commander. I figure you got a few words for him, too.
Just nod. Yeah, I do.
Shepard, looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Cut the act. You set us up, and you better have a damn good reason for it.
We needed information on the Omega-4 relay. That required direct access to collector data. It was too good an opportunity to pass up.
Agreed. But I don't like surprises, especially when my ass is on the line.
I put you at risk, yes. But without that information, we don't reach the collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget Edie. The collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways. Besides, I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
I don't risk people. There are always alternatives.
You may not like being on the receiving end, neither would I. But the facts are with me. As much as we try to avoid them, these decisions need to be made. But more importantly, it paid off. Edie confirmed our suspicions. The Reapers and Collector ships use an advanced identify friend-foe system that the relays recognize. All we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFFs.
I'm guessing you have a plan.
We have a science team working on a derelict Reaper right now. I need you to go and pick up its IFF.
Where did you find a derelict Reaper?
An Alliance science team recently determined that the Great Rift on the planet Klendigan is actually an impact crater from a mass accelerator weapon. very old mass accelerator. I sent a team to find either the weapon or its target. They found both. The weapon was defunct, but it helped us plot the flight path of the intended target. A 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper. We found it damaged and trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
Aren't brown dwarfs basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures. The Reaper has a mass effect field that keeps it in orbit, likely an automated response to the external threats. It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth. There's no trace of the species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
I only believe you because I doubt you'd repeat yourself so soon.
It's no less a risk, Shepard. We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they boarded. Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily. It will make things easier going forward.
Edie, tell the crew to assemble. We've got a lot to talk about.
Of course, Shepard.
So the elusive man didn't sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the Collector databanks. Necessary risk.
He tries something like that again, and the Collectors will be the least of his problems. Edie, are you sure this IFF is going to work?
My analysis is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the Collector homeworld, based on navigational data from their vessel.
That can't be right.
Edie doesn't make mistakes. The Collector homeworld is located somewhere in the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction, space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the Collectors don't have that kind of technology.
The Collectors are just servants of our real enemy, and we've all seen what their masters are capable of. They built the mass relays on the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
We are gonna build the team.
Just because we can follow the Collectors through the relay doesn't mean we can take them out. I don't want to go after them until I know we're ready.
Sooner or later, we need that IFF. I say, why wait?
It's a derelict Reaper. What if the Collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
The more people we have on our side, the better our chances of success. We need to keep building up the team.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Well, all right then. Kind of forgot that we got forced into a story mission there, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And we got 11 Renegade and 7 Paragon. Where are we at? Because you know there's this thing coming up. We might need those points for. Paragon's looking good. I think we'll be all right. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut this off here. This is a good cutoff point. We're gonna do some more side stuff. And start keep building the team and keep doing loyalty missions. I gotta try and figure out which I want to do. I gotta build up some of my elements, so I'll go probing off the video. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not just gonna see her probe. But thank you guys so much for watching this and laughing at me gaming over like 3 or 4 times at the same spot. Wow. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm gonna be doing more. Try and finish up this game as soon as I can. with that being said, I've been Brando. Check out all the other stuff. Check out the other Mass Effect stuff. I got playlists all set up. Everything for it's all easy to find and go right in order, as well as the podcast that we do about every week here. So until then, I've been Brando, and I'll see you guys next time.